Hi everyone, this is Marlene from Canada. I'm going to be doing a video tutorial on showing you guys how to do an infant baby slipper on a flower loom. It is a 12 peg loom. This is what your project is going to be looking at. I already did the first slipper and I'm going to be doing the final slipper on this to show you guys how I did it. This is so adorable. This is so cute. It is for a newborn. It is for 0 to 3 months old. This definitely would fit them. It's so adorable. Okay, so let's get started. You're going to need your 12 peg flower loom. You're going to need a hook. You're going to need a needle that comes with your looming. A plastic canvas needle as well if you don't have the loom thing and you got to buy this separately. It is just a needle. It's for looming. And you're going to need your scissors. Any type of pair of scissors. You're going to need your yarn. The yarn that I've used is a Red Heart yarn, and it's pink and it's white. You're going to need to use 2 strands of yarn together. I also purchased these at a dollar store. They are, I do believe, felt, and they're so adorable. You can do them on any craft. And they're little flowers, and they have a little sticky tab in the back. So what you're going to do at the end, I will show you, just peel off this little sticker, and then you'll be putting it on the top of your slipper. So let's get started. You're going to first do your slip knot. And you're going to attach it to this peg right here. When you have attached it to your peg, you're then going to go around your loom, all the way around your loom, 2 rounds. That's your cast on. I'm doing an E-wrap, so this is an E-wrap. Now that I've casted on my 2 rounds and in an E-wrap, you're going to continue. You're going to do 4 rounds all the way around the loom, the whole loom. So you're going to do it 4 times. I'm going to show you the first row, and then after that I will pause the video and I will come back for the next step, which is the heel part. So an E-wrap over your first peg, E-wrap again, around the thing, around your peg. I keep turning it, it makes it just so much easier. And there we go. What I do to tie my yarn in my looms, any project I'm doing, I actually got a hint from YouTube. So you take it with your fingers, you're going to kind of make like a little circle. You're going to put it on the hole, or sorry, the peg, and then you're just going to pull. It keeps it intact so that we can lift over. So now we're going to take our pick. We're going to start with our first peg, which is here. Our first stitch on the bottom. Sorry. And then we're just going to lift it over. We do the same thing with the rest of the pegs. We take the bottom stitch and we lift it over. We take the bottom stitch and we lift it over. We continue this all the way around. Okay. I apologize for not getting my face in this video. It is the fact that I'm using my cell phone and it makes it really difficult. Okay, I'm kind of glad that this happened, and I tend to do it in a lot of my projects that I do, but it's okay. I ended up adding an extra stitch on this, so technically I had 3. What you're going to do is you're going to cast over. It's okay. It's no big deal. It's not going to do anything with your pattern. So I already went over once with my stitch. I will then take my bottom one and I will go over again. We only need to have 1 stitch on each of these pegs. Now that was my first row. I need to do 4 rows all the way around the loom. Again, E-wrap starting from your first peg, and you go around the whole entire loom back. Okay everyone, I'm back. I paused my video and I did my 4 rows all the way around this loom. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be starting to do the heel for this little baby slipper. So what we need to do is, I did my 4 rows and I ended up on this peg. I'll try and show you. I ended up with this peg right here. Our starting point was this peg as we went all the way around, and then we got to our end peg. What we need to do now is we are going to do back and forth. We are not going to do the whole entire we're not going to do the whole entire, excuse me, the loom. So we do not need to do that, because as for the heel, we have to have this opened. So what we're going to do is we're going to E-wrap, back and forth. So there's my first one, and we're going to continue going all the way back until we get to the first peg. We're going to stop, as we are not going to go around the whole loom. Okay, so there's our last peg. Now I'm going to tie it onto my peg to keep it in track. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going to close it up into the video. As you can see, this part is going to be your heel. It is open. We do not go all the way around. We do not attach pegs 1 and 12. We do peg 1 all the way up, and then we stop at peg 12. We're going to do this for 4 rows, which is going to be your heel part. We already did the first row, and then what you do is you take your hook again, and you always start on the opposite side, and we lift over. Sorry for moving. And we take the bottom stitch and we attach it over. Take your bottom and attach your bottom and attach it over. Cast it over. We are going to do this for 4 rows. This is the baby's heel for the slipper. And then just push them down and continue this. So as we stopped here, we are going to go the other way now. Other way. Okay. So again, it's an E-wrap. Over and over. And we stop at this peg, as we are not going the whole way around. The heel has to be open. This part has to be open. Do this for 4 rows, and I will come back after I do another 2 more rows after this one. Okay, I come back now, and I have done my 4 rows in an E-wrap, back and forth. That was your heel part. Now we are going to work on the final part, which is the toe part for the baby slipper. Now we are going to continue, and we are going to E-wrap each one, but going all the way around the loom. So here was where we finished on our fourth row. Now we are going to continue going around the whole loom as we did in the beginning. You just E-wrap each and every peg. You're going to do 4 of these rows, and this is your final part of the slipper, which is the toe part. And then we're going to cast off, and I will show you how to cast off, and I'm going to show you how to sew up the slipper and then add your cute little bow and your little wee flower design on the slipper. So I am going to go ahead and pause this video. I don't want this video to be really long. I want to kind of keep it short and simple, because I know me, when I'm trying to do a project, the last thing I want to do is spend, like 10 to 15 minutes just watching a video. But you know what, if it really helps us and it gives us, step to step of what we're doing, that's a really bonus as well. And anytime throughout the video, you can always just fast forward it if you'd like to, if you want the video to go a little bit more faster for yourself. So I'm going to pause this video, and I will be back to continue and show you the casting off and then what we do to sew up the slipper. Okay, everybody, I'm back again. I just finished the toe of going around the whole entire loom, my 4 rows. Now it is time to cast off. What I've already done is I went ahead and I cut the remainder of my wool. I just cut just a little bit. Leave some wool left, because you are going to need to use it to bind off, to yarn off. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your needle and you're going to insert your thread. I kind of wet mine at the end because I find it's, it makes it easier to go through the needle. So we are going to take our needle and we're going to go through the first peg and we're going to pull it off. We are going to continue and we are going to go this way and we pull it off the loom. We are now casting off our slipper. I am going to do another video when this one is done, just to kind of go in a fast mode to help everyone. It's a very quick video. At least this video I showed everyone how to do the slipper. My next video I'm going to do is going to be a part 2. That video is just going to be basically giving it a really fast forward quick instruction of how to start, how many rows, back again, etc., and then cast off. And so in case you guys want to watch the video and you kind of forget down the road, but yet you just don't want to watch a 10-minute video. So we now cast it off, and now it's time to close. I take my needle and I put it through the opening, which is your toe part, and I'm going to pull it through. I am going to put this inside out. Now I am working on the toe part. So here's that. We're going to pull. We are closing the toe of the slipper. And what I do is I go through and I just make it secured, cut it, and then just tie your knot so that, you know, this toe part is going to be secure and the little big toe is not going to come through. This pair of slippers, one slipper probably takes about 15 minutes to do. Like within 30 minutes you can have an adorable, they're so cute, little slipper for a newborn baby. I'm doing a craft show with my friend, a very good friend of mine, and we are going to be selling a lot of crafts. So now that I just sewed the toe part, we are now going to sew the heel. So I'm just going to tie this. This is the yarn that we use to cast on. So we just tie it in a knot and then we snip it. Now I still have a bit of yarn left over, and you guys will probably still have a little bit of yarn left over after you guys cast off your toe and then tie it up. We are now going to sew the heel part. Now remember to turn your slipper inside out, because you want to have your good side, you know, when we put it back, you want to have your good side showing. You don't want to have all these, you know, sewn parts visible. So now we are casting off the back of the heel. Sorry if I keep moving from the camera, I'm not really paying attention. I'm paying more attention to my work that I am doing. Let's go in, give it a second little kind of knot. I missed one, but that's okay. We're going to tie this. And we're going to turn the slipper now back inside. So now the good part of the slipper is going to be showing you. Okay. There we go. So here is your slipper. That is done and completed, as you can see. Now it is time to do my little bow. I already cut a little strand while I had paused the video, the last round. So I just cut it. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and insert this back, sorry about that, into your needle. Okay, now that we got it back on our needle, we are going to go underneath. You can do either side. This is the front of the toe now. Almost. It's not the toe, sorry, but it's the top of the slipper. We're going to go through, and this you got to be very careful. So we're going to pull, and we're going to hold on and just take two out. We are going to slide this off your needle, and we are going to grab it again up here and do the same thing. Put it through your needle. And we are going to leave a little bit loose, and we're going to go through the other side, and we're going to pull. Sorry about that. There we go. So as you can see, I went through because I'm getting ready now to do for the little bow. You just do make yourself a little bow. I just tie it in a little knot. Oh, these are so adorable. I love these. And just snip. And if it's not snipped to your perfection, you can always just kind of cut off the remainder. And there is our little slipper for a little baby. We then now will take our little flower. You can use any type of, other little gadget that you want to put on. You can get them at the dollar store. I'm sure they have like flowers. I'm sure they have bows. But in this project, I'm using a little, looks like a little flower, like a little sunflower. And then we just stick it on in the middle to hide where we are not of our bow. And there we go. Here is your baby slipper. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my video, and I will be posting more videos in the future to come. Thank you and have a great day.